drive home. The combination of those two made me make sure that he made it. We had to leave her saying, please be in prayer for Tim. His eyes were really bothering him back. But that was a very, very beautiful song. I remember that song from when I was young. And my God is real. You know, that's something that we have to truly believe in our hearts. If we don't believe that God is real, what are we doing? If we don't believe God can do miracles, what are we doing? Why are we here? The truth is that we do believe. Amen?
Amen.
Our God is most definitely real. In 1 Peter 3:10. We are not going to read the passage for today because it's in 2 Peter. What did I do? Okay. 2 Peter 3:10. I apologize. No mind. I wrote it down wrong. I forgot the other eye. And it says the following, but the day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear like a roar, the elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything in it will be laid bare. Since everything will be destroyed in this way, what kind of people ought you to be? You ought to live holy and godly lives as you look forward to the day of God and speed its coming. That day will bring about the destruction of the heavens by fire, and the elements will melt with heat. But in keeping with his promise, we are looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth, the home of the righteous. Are you seated? If you don't know, my favorite movies are the Lord of the Rings series. They are my favorite movies. If you've never seen the Lord of the Rings series, then you're probably female. And, well, the ladies who watch them like them. It's just that the ladies don't. They go, oh, this sounds so boring. I'm telling you what, it isn't. One of the things that people noticed about Tolkien is that he was a believer. And Tolkien wrote this entire series with the idea of it being an analogy for the spiritual life. Okay? The same as C.S. Lewis. By the way, C.S. Lewis, if you know him as a Christian writer, the Chronicles of Narnia and such, C.S. Lewis and Tolkien were close friends and worked together. So when you see the two, you can see kind of some of the parallels between the Chronicles of Narnia and the Lord of the Rings. I just happen to like the Lord of the Rings a lot. And in fact, like I said, it's my favorite movies, that trilogy right there. I'd rather watch it than Gone with the Wind any day of the week. But other people might not agree with me, but you don't have to agree with me. What you do need to agree with me is on this one thing, and that is, if you are a brother or sister in Christ, you better know that Jesus Christ is coming again. You know, they did a survey in what they call biblical seminaries. I have no idea how they're considered biblical seminaries. And they asked the students there whether or not they believed in the second coming of Christ as a literal thing. And only 3% of the people that they surveyed said yes. Now, I don't know what seminary they went to, but it wasn't necessarily a theological are taught something different there. We are taught that Jesus Christ is coming again. Why? Because it says so in the Word of God. The Word of God is either lying or Jesus Christ is coming again. I believe that it is the truth of God, the spoken Word. Did he use people to write it? Absolutely. But did he inspire it? If I'm a believer, I believe that he inspired it. I believe that he inspired it in such a way to where when we listen to the Word of God, it is exactly what is described in the Word of God as what it is. It is a two-edged, it is sharper than any two-edged sword. It cuts all the way to the very bone of who we are. Not only that, but also Paul says that all Scripture is God-breathed and is useful for correcting, teaching, rebuking, and training in righteousness. So when we think about what the Word of God is, it is a very lifeline to Christians themselves. And the Word of God says Jesus Christ is coming again. In Revelation 19:11-16 would be the following. I saw heaven standing open, and there before me was a white horse, whose rider is called Faithful and True. With justice he judges and makes war. His eyes are like blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns. He has a name written on him that no one knows but he himself. He is dressed in a robe dipped in blood, and his name is the Word of God. The armies of heaven were following him, riding on white horses and dressed in fine linen, white and clean. Out of his mouth comes a sharp sword which strikes down the nations. He will rule them with an iron scepter. He treads the winepress of the fury of the wrath of God Almighty. On his robe and on his side, he has this name written: King of Kings and Lord of Lords. It's repeated throughout the Bible that Jesus Christ is coming again. Matthew 26 and verse 64, Jesus told the high priests and the Sanhedrin, he says, I say to all of you, in the future, you will see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of the mighty one, and coming on the clouds of heaven. So once again, Jesus said this way before John said, but this is exactly what he would be doing. He would be coming on the clouds of heaven. Jude tells us, says, the Lord is coming with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones to judge everyone and to convict all the ungodly of the ungodly acts they have done and the ungodly ways, and all the harsh and ungodly sinners have spoken against him. So, when we think about what God is coming to do, I have to tell you that he's not coming this time as a baby. Jesus Christ won't be coming as a little child. There's an interview that was done one time. Johnny Cash used to have this television show, and he had Billy Graham on there. And when he had Billy Graham on there, Johnny Cash looked at him and he said, you know, I think if the Lord Jesus were to come back, we'd probably do it again. And Billy Graham leaned forward and he said, the next time Jesus comes back, he's coming back as the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and no one will do it. Now, you have to ask yourself, following question, Pastor, why are you talking about end time things? Are you trying to scare us? No, I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to remind you that this isn't all there is. That there is an eternal dimension right next to us, all around us, and that God has created this place where we live. And he is in and around all of us all of the time. And he is trying constantly for our salvation. Because he wants us to live with him for eternity. But there comes a time when this place that is very temporary will be no more. And we're doing our best as a human species to hurry it up and try to destroy the world ourselves. We're trying to destroy. You realize we created weapons so that if we put them all up at the same time, we would literally destroy the earth. You know that, right? Okay, this is like some fairy tale. There are enough nuclear bombs right now in the world's arsenal to destroy the world. So we can do it ourselves. Would we do it? Based on the politicians you've seen on television in recent years, Ask yourself the following question. Could we do that? I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of wingnuts on TV. And it scares me. It scares me. I'm not just talking about in the U.S. I'm not just talking about in North Korea. I'm talking about all over the place. We have got people who are trying to get nuclear weapons so that they can blow things up. And they don't care how many people die, and they don't care how many of their own people die. This is the kind of people we have. I am glad that no matter what happens, Jesus Christ is coming again. I'm glad that no matter what happens, I have that faith. And this is not a pie in the sky type of theology. This is the truth of the Word of God. I believe it because I've lived it and I've seen others live it. And I've seen people walk into the arms of heaven when they passed away, and I have seen people who did not. And I've seen the difference. Paul tells Timothy, I charge you therefore, before God and the Lord Jesus Christ, who will judge the living and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. This is 2 Timothy 4:1. He will judge the living and the dead. Jesus Christ, once again. He's coming again. When Jesus comes this time, though, he's coming in power. He's coming with thousands upon thousands of his angels, and he's coming in judgment. In fact, 2 Peter 3 says this. He says, the heavens will disappear like a roar. The elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything in it will be laid bare. Everything will be destroyed. The world we know it is being reserved and being kept for the day of judgment and destruction of, it says, ungodly men. When Jesus comes again, we want to be on his side. We want to be on the side of the one who's going to redeem us from the destruction. I don't want to be on the side of Satan. I don't want to be on the side where he goes, hey, I think we can take it. I always think about it like this. You got like 4 or 5-year-olds. And these 4 or 5-year-olds come running up on a full-grown Marine. And these 4 or 5-year-olds say, hey, if we gang up on him, we can take him. What do you think? Think they got a shot? Do they have a shot? Okay, they're not any shot at all. But there's more of them. There's lots of, they can gang up on them, can't they? No. They're 4 and 5. He will take all 4 at one time. All 5 of them. Pick them up, throw them. And they'll be like, ah, you know. And they'll suddenly realize they can't take him on. The arms of the world cannot take on God. Amen. They think they can. We think we've outgrown God. We think we're bigger than God now. And oh, God is such a stupid idea, you know. I've mentioned before some of the guys I watch, the comedians or whatever, I watch them put down God, put down Scripture, put down things. And the truth of the matter is that they build up straw men and they knock them down. And they find people that don't know the questions are coming, and then they ask them these questions, and they go, well, I don't know the answer, you know, that kind of thing. They say, see, there's no answer to this. There's easy answers to it. Like I said, one of these days I'm going to make my own documentary answering Bill Maher. But because some of the stuff he brings up, I'm like, that's an easy answer. But this guy that he has on there doesn't know the answer. That's why it's incomplete. Because that guy didn't know the answer. But people are constantly putting down and denying Jesus Christ. What are they going to do when they have to face it? You can deny something only to a certain point. But if I say to you, there's a truck coming up behind you, and you say, no, there isn't. And all of a sudden you hear a truck horn, and you turn around and you see the word Mac right here. Guess what? It's too late. And that's the problem. People want to wait until the last second. People want to wait. They don't want to believe now. But the truth is Jesus is coming again, and when he is, he's coming in power. 2 Peter 3:3-4. It told us that there would be people who would deny that Jesus would actually come back. It says, first of all, you must understand, this is from 2 Peter 3:3-4. It says, first of all, you must understand that in the last days, scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own evil desires. And they will say, what is this coming he promised? What is this coming he promised? Like some kind of comedian, you know? Ever since our fathers died, everything's gone on just as it has from the beginning of creation. And you have people that continue to say that. Oh, it's an analogy. Jesus isn't really coming again. It's all in our hearts. It's all in our thoughts. No, it's in our Bible. And we believe it. And when we know it, we have to ask ourselves, are we listening to these words? That he's coming again? See, in spite of their scoffing, the second coming remains one of the most basic and powerful promises in Scripture. And I'm going to say, without it, we have no hope. Without the promise of the second coming, you and I have no hope. We might as well leave and never come back to the church. The church is not a place where we just all come together and love one another. The church is a place where we love one another in Jesus' name. But it's also a place where we encourage one another, and all the more as we see the day approaching. Paul declares in 1 Thessalonians, he says, we believe that Jesus died and he rose again so that we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep. According to the Lord's own word, we tell you that we who are still asleep, who are left till the coming of the Lord, will certainly not precede those who have fallen asleep. For the Lord himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet call of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. And after that, we who are still alive and are left will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so we will be with the Lord forever. Think about these words that he's saying to us. The dead in Christ will rise first, and then the rest of us will meet the Lord in the air. This is the part that's kind of interesting to me. He says, therefore, encourage each other with these words. Encourage each other. Aren't we supposed to be scared? Aren't I supposed to watch movies like A Thief in the Night and be covering myself at night thinking, oh no, what's going to happen? Aren't I supposed to be running around the house going, Mom, are you still here? Mom, are you still here? These words were not meant to scare anyone. They were meant to encourage Christians. Jesus Christ is coming again, therefore anything that you suffer for his sake is worthwhile. It's not meant to scare, it's meant to build up. It's not meant to frighten you, it's meant to encourage you. And if that's the case, are you encouraged? Because if it scares you, it means you think there's something wrong. You think there's something wrong spiritually. Am I saved by grace? Am I saved because Jesus Christ died on the cross for me? Have I accepted that into my life? Have I been born again? If that's the case, why am I afraid? I shouldn't be afraid. If you are afraid after you have accepted Christ into your heart and you are living the relationship with God, then you have to ask yourself this. Who's putting that fear in your mind? It's not God. And you say, well, maybe the Holy Spirit's convicting you. Convicting you of what? When the Holy Spirit convicts a Christian, he convicts a Christian so that the Christian will grow. Right? Not so that a Christian will become a Christian. It's saying lying to you over and over and over again. You're not a Christian, you're not a Christian. Because if he keeps you at step one, you'll never mature. You'll get saved over and over and over and over again. So if you're a Christian, if you've accepted Christ into your heart, if you have been obedient, if you come from baptism, if you have been obedient and you have been following the Lord in a relationship and growing with him, don't be afraid. Don't worry about it. Don't think, oh, it's the right time to come up and do that. First of all, we want to go to the second coming of Jesus Christ is what we need to ask ourselves this day. Am I ready? Am I ready? If Jesus were to return today, am I ready? And now we think to ourselves, well, we have plenty of time, so why am I even asking myself this question? This is Highway 16. You don't have plenty of time. This is Highway 16 out here. You could get hit by anything out there.
In front of your house.
People fall asleep. People drive drunk. Teenagers drive out here. There's all sorts of things that can happen on this road. And if this road isn't bad enough, guess what? There's Wellman, which is worse. What can happen to you?
Has anyone been on 16 or Wellman and looked and saw somebody in your lane before? Raise your right. Anybody can honestly say, I've never been scared on any of these highways around here? No, you can't, because it's a scary place. Guys, Jesus may not return tomorrow, but you might meet God tomorrow. You never know what's going to happen. Now you should be scared. But we don't have to be afraid. No, seriously, we don't have to. Why? Because Jesus Christ is in our heart. If we accept Him, we don't have to fear. We don't have to be afraid because God doesn't want us afraid. He wants us to grow. He wants us to develop. We work out our salvation with fear and trembling in the sense that we realize what kind of hell we've been delivered from. See, God has been patient so far. God has been patient. People say, well, how come He hasn't come already? Because He's waiting to pick His own time. So God has been patient so far. He picks up the time with His own wisdom. Galatians 4:4 says this: when Jesus was sent the first time, God patiently waited until the time was right. When the time had fully come, God sent His Son. Galatians 4:4. Now ask yourself this: if God spent thousands of years, because He promised Jesus all the way back in Adam, remember? Said, Eve, one of your seed is going to crush the serpent's head. Looking forward already to the Messiah who is going to come to deliver the sin. Thousands of years go by. If God is that patient, then we shouldn't say, hey, how come He hasn't come yet? He will come when He's ready. And we shouldn't try to hasten. But wait, we should. What? Yeah, we should try to speed along. Did you realize that? It actually said that in the text. Now, what do we mean by that? We'll have to get to that. 2 Peter 3:9 tells us why God has not already sent Jesus. It said, He is slow. He's not slow in keeping His promise, as some understand slowness. He is patient. Sorry, Kansas just came on. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. All right, love you, brother. Thank you. I'm sorry. I told him to do that even if I was preaching. I just forgot to put it on vibrate sign and just feel the vibration. Jim couldn't see, and the idea of a man his age driving home without being able to see was, I wanted to drive home myself. Anyway, where was I apologize.
Patience.
Yeah. Sometimes my empathy sometimes stands in the way of my intelligence. All right. So, when is this going to happen? People ask this all the time. When is it going to happen? And I know some of you get tired of me sounding like a broken record, but there's too many Christian charlatans out there, so we have to be guarded against this kind of stuff. There's a lot of garbage out there. And I mean garbage. And I call it garbage because what it is somebody trying to make money off of you. Okay? They're trying to get you to forget that knowledge puffs up, wisdom builds up. And they're trying to get you to believe all sorts of knowledge without having the wisdom. People they're always trying to predict when the second coming of Jesus Christ is. TV evangelists, Christian writers, man, they made a really good profit. A huge, huge profit. We're talking billions, guys. Billions of telling us when Jesus is going to come again. They have charts, they have graphs, they have all sorts of a timetable, and they're going to tell you, man, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is exactly what's going to happen here. And you know what? It's not biblical. Oh, they'll throw Bible passages in there, but the problem is they don't actually stack up, and you have to buy the first assumption in order to even get into the graphs and the charts. The problem is the first assumption is the biblical part. So everything you build after that is straw. Is straw. You get that? And I'm sure some pastor you love probably just had graphs and charts, and now I'm in trouble with you, right? Guess what? You're not going to see any graphs and charts from me. Why? Because only the Lord knows. If Jesus didn't know, I don't. If it was that easy to figure out, don't you think Satan would have figured it out by now? He doesn't know. Only God knows. The founder of the Seventh-day Adventists, He said it was going to happen in 1944. Miller was his name. He said it was going to happen in 1944. Oh, it didn't happen in 1944. He goes, oh, well, I was wrong out by a year. It's going to happen in 1945. It didn't happen in 1945. He said, oh, well, Jesus must have gone into the Holy of Holies. And now, he said, he'll only return when we all keep the law. So then they all went and did exactly the opposite of what Paul said. And they became Judaizers. And then they got into this thing. I know, you know, Seventh-day Adventists, you're a wonderful person, and all that stuff like that. Still, it's against the Bible. All right, so you have this happen. Oh, what about Russell? Russell came along, and he came out of Seventh-day Adventists, and he went to another group. He called them Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses said Jesus Christ is coming again in 1914. When Jesus Christ didn't come in 1914, what happened? They suddenly created their own really weird theology that went on top of this. It just keeps happening over and over and over again. Back when I was a kid, 1988, there was a book that came out. Anybody read this book? 88 Reasons Why Jesus is Coming Back in 1988. Real book, guys. And it was a Christian bestseller. Guess what happened? Jesus didn't return in 1988. So in 1989, he came out with another book, 89 Reasons Why Jesus could return in 89. It wasn't a bestseller. Wasn't one. And nowadays, recently, we have other people who are doing this kind of thing. And some other people predicting. These guys make millions of dollars off of selling their books. I went down to an Hagee thing. I wasn't at Hagee's thing. I was at the Nazarene conference that was there at the same time. I went down to a Hagee thing, and it looked like a Nazi rally. I have to tell you, with all the banners and flags, and him and his wife on these huge posters. And his wife, never mind. So I'm looking at all these posters and all this stuff and all this merchandise that he has there, and I go, man, this Jesus thing, it's a smash hit. All Jesus really needed was to be off. He would have done much better. Making millions off of what? And he claimed what? Blood moons, right? Remember the blood moon thing? Anybody? Yeah. Oh, blood moon's going to happen, and this is going to happen. 2 years ago, Jesus was supposed to return based on his blood moons. Did Jesus return? No. Now, why do I say don't believe this stuff? I'm saying don't believe this stuff because the Bible says that Jesus didn't know, therefore these guys don't know, and they're not going to figure it out. Don't buy their garbage. If you want to do something with your money, give it to somebody in Jesus' name. Take care. We have rescue missions that would love to have your money. We have relief efforts that would love for you to be able to donate that to them. Missions, whatever you would like to do with that in the name of Jesus Christ, do it. But don't buy this garbage. Instead, don't let knowledge puff you up. Let wisdom build you up. What does God really want us to do? He doesn't want us to be trying to figure out the dates and the time. Instead, God has a different plan for us. We should not be looking for the date of the second coming. We should be spreading the news of God's salvation through Jesus Christ. We should be preparing people for eternity right now so that when the Lord does return as a thief, they'll be ready. That's the calling of the church. Not to figure out the times and the dates, but to be ready no matter what the time of the day is. And to get other people ready, as many people as possible. Now, here's the scripture I was going to mention before. All right? 2 Peter 3, 11 and 12 says, everything will be destroyed in this way. What kind of people ought you to be? You ought to live holy and godly lives, so as you look forward to the day of God. And speed is coming. Speed is coming. You and I are allowed to be a part of the speeding up of God's day coming. How can we do that? Well, see, God's ultimate strategy is to save as many people as possible from the destruction that's going to happen to the world when it loses Him. And because He wants as many people to be saved as possible, and He's choosing to use us, we do that by living holy and godly lives. Remember, once again, holiness in the Bible is not what some have thought it to be. They thought it to be this beating up of ourselves constantly so that we'll somehow not do these bad things all the time and think these bad thoughts and we'll turn crazy, right? It's not what holiness is. Holiness is loving God with all your heart and loving your neighbor as yourself. That's what Jesus Christ said holiness was. Holiness is letting the love that we have for God drive out our need for all the things that are going to rip us apart in that relationship. Holiness is having such a love for God that all the other things become peripheral. Holiness is looking upon the face of Jesus Christ and saying, I want to be like him. And if this stuff, any of this other stuff is hindering me, who cares about it? It's a true heart devotion to God. And when we have that kind of holiness, we have that kind of love, then when we reach out to the world, they're going to see a difference. They're going to know something about these Christians. And that's why when we go up to pray with people, as we mentioned before, we begin to pray and say, hey, are you sick? Can I pray with you? And we begin to do all this. You have to ask yourself, will I transform the world? You better be real. What the world needs now is love. You heard that song? I know it's a service starting song, but the truth is that is what the world needs. It needs God's love. And it needs the love of Jesus Christ. It needs the grace of God. And it needs us to deliver it in such a way where people understand, I can be forgiven for any sin. I can be forgiven for all the pain. I can have the guilt lost. I can have the pain taken. I can have God transform my life if I will just accept Jesus Christ. He will transform me. And he will prepare me. And when people know that, guess what? The more people accept Jesus Christ, the faster the Lord is going to return. But God is patient. But his patience is going to wear out. And we don't know when that's going to be. But if you're watching the news, it could be today. Because we got to look at North Korea, it's ready to launch. And if he's not ready to, we got a whole bunch of Muslims that are ready to launch. And I don't know what we got anywhere else, but I can tell you this, there are too many people with their fingers on the button that scare me. They don't really scare me because you know what? I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes. Jesus Christ to come back right now. If one of these things want to get launched, are you ready? If you're on 16, are you ready? That's an important question that we all have to answer. How do I say to Jesus Christ, be my Lord and Savior? I believe in you. Confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord. Have you said, yes, I'm willing to come forward and be baptized? Have you allowed yourself to truly be born again? When that happens, you don't have to worry. You don't have to fret. You don't have to think about any of these things anymore. Instead, you just say, I'm ready for the final battle. Well, I'm going to ask you,